Let's bring in Ellie Cohanim. She fled Iran for the United States as a kid and served as a special envoy in the State Department under Donald Trump. She joins us right now. Ellie, people are celebrating. Fireworks, dancing in the street, memes, jokes. Is something going to change?
This is certainly a historic opportunity because Ebrahim Raisi was one of two individuals in line to succeed the supreme leader, the Ayatollah Khamenei, who's in his 80s. And so now that he has died, we are seeing lots of celebration on social media across Iran. Fireworks, memes, jokes, you name it, tremendous celebration. And so the significance of his death, of Raisi's death, is that he was one potential successor for the supreme leader position, leaving only Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the current supreme leader, as the only viable potential successor to Khamenei. And the reason we're seeing all these celebrations is because Ebrahim Raisi was considered the butcher of Iran, the butcher of Tehran by Iranians for his personal role in one of the greatest mass executions of political prisoners anywhere in the world. A truly hated man with much blood on his hands.
We know what he's done in fortifying Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthi rebels. We know the 300 rockets into Israel. We know about the walking away from all remnants of the nuclear deal. We know about the crackdown in society. How much of that is him, and how much is he the vessel for the Grand Ayatollah?
Well, the Grand Ayatollah Khamenei is the singular most powerful person in Iran. He's the key decision maker, and the presidential role is highly ceremonial. But Brian, as I mentioned earlier, Raisi was one of the potential successors for the supreme leader position. So he was powerful in that. He was a key regime operative. He did have this brutal streak in him, again, responsible for the mass execution of thousands of Iranians, rape of political prisoners, women, a truly brutal, heinous character. And so for that very reason, he was considered a good candidate. The interesting thing to note is that we do have a window of opportunity right now where we might see the Iranian people rise and go to the streets and demand their freedom. And in that case, I argue in a book published, a chapter of a book I published in America First Policy Institute just published, that it behooves the Biden administration to show maximum support for the Iranian people should they take to the streets and demand their freedom right now.
Yeah. So, Ellie, can you explain to our audience, for the folks that don't understand the makeup of Iran, when you see this mass amount of Iranian citizens that are upset but are also celebrating the death, how a guy like that was able to remain in power?
Well, it's a brutal dictatorship that took control in 1979 with the Islamic Revolution, and that's when my family fled the country because of the rising anti-Semitism at the time. When the regime took power, they immediately started executing all potential opponents and those who could threaten their power, and they have maintained power through the most oppressive system of human rights abuses. And Raisi, who just died in this crash, was also involved in brutally suppressing the Mahsa Amini protests, which we saw, the Woman Life Freedom protest movement. So a very brutal, oppressive dictatorship. And again, many Americans I know stand with the Iranian people in their quest for freedom. Right. This might be an opportunity for them.
All right, Ellie, thank you so much.
You.
She mentioned Moss's death, and there were some women who were protesting after she died, and one lost her eye, one was shot in the arm, and they were two of the ones I saw on X that were celebrating and dancing when they learned of his death. Another is an activist and a journalist here in America, and she claims that the Iranian government sent, or that he sent people here to New York to assassinate her because she's speaking out against Iran and what they do to women there.
They're notorious for that.
But she's still alive.
Let's see what happens next.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.